Hello, my beautiful magicals. Welcome back to the channel. So glad to be spending this time and space with you. Guys, as always, thanks for all the likes, shares, subscribes. Really appreciate it. So just doing a really quick little one. I said I would try and squeeze a little quick reading in for the equinox. So for those in the northern hemisphere, blessed Mabon. For those of us in the southern hemisphere, blessed Esther. Okay, while the north is going into the autumn equinox, we are facing our spring equinox. I nearly said our spring autumn. Dear Lord, it's been a long day. So basically, although we are facing different cycles, okay, we have the endings. We are all facing endings of cycles at this point in time. Okay, so for those in the northern hemisphere, it's time to really do like the trees do come autumn, let go of what no longer serves, start going into that space of introspection. Winter, as we go from autumn and we shed what's no longer serving, we go into that space of winter with introspection, looking deep within ourselves, recalibrating, realigning, getting ready for the next cycle, okay? Finding out what we really want, digging deep, what needs to be healed, where do we need to go, what do we need to do. For those of us in the southern hemisphere, we are facing our spring equinox. So this is all about rebirth, new life. We've done all the winter thinking and the winter healing and the autumn letting go. So now it's about us stepping up and facing what we want. What do we need to do to get to where we need to be? Planting the seeds of manifestation over what we really soul desire. Okay, as we start this part of our cycle. Okay, guys. So I don't know what's happened tonight, but all my cards seem to be really skewed and it's freaking me out slightly. I'm not sure why, and I'm not even OCD. Okay, right. So we're going to start off with an angel, sorry, my bad. Sure, maybe that's an animal oracle quickly just to get an overall reading, okay? And then what we're going to do is on one side, we're going to just have a quick look at what do we need to be aware of as we're changing these cycles up, okay? As we're facing either the letting go or the sprouting of the new, the bringing into life of the new. And then we're going to look at what do we need to heal during this period. So I just want to quickly... Dear Lord, I don't know if you guys saw that on camera, but that came flying out. My God. Okay. This is obviously a very clear, very clear message here. Right, 63. All right, we've got here the vulture spirit. Nothing is wasted. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 is, as we know, coming to the end of a cycle. Okay. What I'm hearing here very clearly is that... Sorry, I'm trying to make sure that you can see it, is that you need to be sure that whatever is happening now, okay, no matter what you've been through, all right, no matter what you've had to face, even though you may have felt like it was a waste of your time. So for those of us who've been through the Southern Hemisphere cycle and are coming into the new, we felt stuck, we felt like we can't move forward. I'm hearing it hasn't been wasted. The seeds have been planted. We're going to start seeing the growth from that now. For those that are going into the autumn and who are little go-getters and who want to, I'm hearing that the time is now needed to rest, recalibrate, and regroup. This time will not be wasted if you use it wisely. Okay, so nothing in life is wasted. The vulture spirit. I really like that card, actually. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we're going to grab an oracle card. We're going to get 2 oracle cards quickly. One to see quickly what we need to be aware of during this equinox. Okay, let's see. What do we need to be aware of during this equinox? What energy do we, as a collective, irrespective of what cycle we're going into, what do we need to be aware of as a collective, please, Kelso? Okay, let's see what comes up. 1 card, please, for what we need to be aware of. Like, I kid you not. We got 2 cards. We got begin now. Okay. And goes, sorry, hold on. Go slow and take time. Oh, right. Okay. So Kelso's telling me to change the layout of the thing. Sorry. Okay. All right. Sorry. Okay. So what we're doing is we're splitting it into northern and southern hemisphere. Sorry, I didn't. I'm going to do it together simply because there are a lot of people, and this is going to sound crazy, but a lot of people identify very strongly with the energy of either one of the polarities. So, for example, if you have immigrated from the north to Australia, or if you've immigrated from South Africa to England or something like that, we can relay. So just take it as it comes, okay? Energy is flexible and changeable, but he wants me to do the reading like this. So what Spirit wants, Spirit gets. Okay. Okay. So basically the first card is this is for the Northern Hemisphere now. It's the card that says fogged in. Go slow, take time. Okay. So what they're saying to me very clearly is don't try and rush things. Oh, sorry, I'm like shoving that in your face. Try and take time to do what you need to do. Again, they're reiterating there's nothing wasted energy. The time needs to actually really go. You need to actually use this time. Although you're going to be resting and recalibrating, all right, take your time to pace yourself and to really, they keep on saying do what needs to be done. And it feels to me like a lot of soul work, like a lot of deep stuff that's coming up. For some of you, that's going to relay as inner child work. For some of you, it's going to relay as shadow work. For some of you, it's just going to be about recalibrating. A lot of us have shed skin seriously over the last couple of months, irrespective of the cycle that we're in. So maybe this is a bit about you actually taking the time to process that and to go through with that and to see where that takes you. Okay, what is required of you after you've shed the skin? Who is the new you? What does that require? For those of us in the Southern Hemisphere, it says begin now, take your first steps, okay? So we really are coming out of hibernation, guys. It's time. We need to take action. When opportunities arise, there's no hesitating. No wasting time, I'm hearing no second doubting, no self-doubting. Stuff will be coming at us that we need to actually then just action on, okay? All right, so Kelso wants me to split the two energies. I'm going with it. I'm not going to argue. I'm merely basically the microphone. Okay, so let's just see now what it is. What's going on with the fogged in energy, guys? What's going in with the fogged in energy? Okay, let's see. Let's go with the elementals. What's going in with the fogged in energy? Hold on. That's a lot of energy. That's a lot of. Oh, dear Lord. This was supposed to be a quick reading, Kelso. Good. Okay. All right. You've got some really incredible cards here. I can't lie. Okay, but just let me see what's going on here. Sorry, hold on. Let me put the story together for you guys because there's a whole lot going on. Okay, I'm back in the room. Thank you. Sorry, I got like half a deck here. Okay, so for the fogged in card, for those that are going into this, taking time slowly and having to recalibrate and recalculate, just work with me on this, please, guys. Energy is interchangeable. Take it as it resonates with you. Okay, don't it's not, nothing is set in stone with energy. Okay. All right, so your first card is the five. Here we go, the Five of Swords, if you can see there. Okay. All right, this is about having suffered stuff. It's about having gone through trials and tribulations. It's about five, first of all, is a number of change. Okay, it's a number of obstacles and it's a number of change. So this is very much about overcoming these things, getting over these things. All right, because straight afterwards you've got the Ten of Swords. All right. Okay, so it does feel like you guys have come through a really tough time. And this is the time now to let it go. Look, I have to tell you, and I'm saying this across the board for everybody, the energies at the moment are batshit crazy. We are going into our 8th planet in retrograde. We've got Neptune in Pisces. We've got Jupiter that's still retrograde. So everything is on delay. Everything is on hold. Shit's getting real here, people. It's like serious energy, okay? And then, of course, we've got the equinoxes just after a full moon, which is just, it's fabulous, okay? Stuff is getting real. But what's being asked of you here is to let this go, okay? The Ten of Swords, anything that has, tens are getting over it, they're overcoming it. So whatever trials and tribulations, the heartache, the grief, the feeling wounded, whatever it is that you're having to overcome, all right, whatever it is that you've gone through, obviously it's going to be different for everybody else's stories. It's now time to let it go. All right, you have the world upright, which means it's the ending of these cycles. Okay, it's the ending of these cycles. It's about letting it all go, stepping into your power, because straight after that you have the King of Wands. All right. So this is really very much about stepping into your power, but you cannot step into your power. And I kind of feel like these messages are like the same across the board. I'm not even joking. Bearing in mind that I did actually, I have pre-shuffled these cards as well, and I use these cards a lot, so they get shuffled a lot, right? But this is very much, and the same kind of cards. Sorry, the reason I said that was the same kind of cards are coming up. But this is very much about you letting go of what has hurt you, what has wounded you, stepping forward, ending your cycle. All right. The World card is ending the cycle. Please understand that also with the major arcana coming in, when we have a major arcana coming in, very often stuff is beyond our control. It is where the universe steps in. So sometimes we don't always have as much control as we want to when the universe steps in. But this is saying that you're getting the assistance you need to end the cycle and to step into your power, to master yourself, to start living your life with creativity and passion and drive. Okay, so whatever that means for you, it can be anything. It can be absolutely anything. It can be you seeking a new relationship. It can be you just, it could be absolutely anything. All right, then we have here sorry, we come up here another major arcana, 20, the Judgment card. Okay, 2 is about partnerships. It's about service. 2 is also a number of service. All right. So, sorry, I had a moment there. I sighed because I couldn't remember the other word that I was looking for, which was service. This is very much about you answering the call to go to service. Now, guys, not everybody can be a light worker. Not everyone can be a healer. Not everyone can be a reader. Everybody has a specific talent or magic, okay, that is theirs and theirs alone, all right, that they need to master to bring to this world. We all have a different kind of magic, okay? So this is very much about you releasing the cycle, heeding the call for you to go into what you need to do, okay? And I do feel like this time that you're sitting here, this fogged in time, all right, is going to be about you receiving guidance from the universe, assistance from the universe, all right, because this is hearing the call, okay? It's some decks they call it the Last Judgment. It's about you heeding the call. So it means that spirit is communicating with you. If you quiet your mind and you did a little bit of time out, it does mean that spirit is trying to communicate with you and get messages through you and to you. So my feeling here very strongly is that take this time, heed the call. Whatever it is that you gut feel is where you need to be, you need to listen to that. Okay. Now, we've got some really spectacular cards thereafter. We have the Lovers card. Okay. This is about making a decision. All right. I feel very strongly. For some of you, yes, it is a love relation coming, because there's a whole lot of love cards down here. There's a whole lot of water down here. Seriously. So, very much about emotional fulfillment and joy and love and things like that. So please take it as it resonates with you. But this here is also about making decisions. Okay. So when you're heeding the call, you're going to have options coming in at you. All right. You've got the Ace of Cups here. Something comes in to bring you absolute fulfillment. All right. You cannot have this because sorry, before we go on to, my mind is working faster than my mouth is working faster than my mind. You've also end off here, I shit you not, with the 9 and 10 of Cups. Okay. 9 of Cups, wishes fulfilled. 10 of Cups is like the perfect fulfilling life. Okay. It's complete and utter emotional and soul fulfillment in a life. All right. Happy families kind of card. Okay. But what I want to say to you here, all of this coming in, all right, coming in for you has to, and can only happen after you've done this. Okay, because this is going to allow you to end cycles and step into your power. Once you are here, everything that you can possibly want will come towards you, because you're going to be vibing at the frequency that it's going to attract it. Okay, guys, seriously, take this time now. Take this time. Listen to spirit. Okay, take your time to really reassess, to really go through what you need to go through, to let go of the cycles. I mean, what were the chances of getting the ending of a cycle in the northern hemisphere and like section of the thing? I mean, it's absolutely reiterating. Spirit is a great way of reiterating what needs to be done. So please, guys, you really do need to actually seriously take this time and really spend time. I'm actually getting the words finding you. I feel like it's really been a serious shit show this year and a little bit last year. And to be honest, the last 5 years have been quite tough. And I'm hearing that it's about coming back to you. Okay. It's about finding you, doing what makes you happy is what I'm hearing. Okay. So guys, please spend some time doing that. It's really going to be important for you to do that. Okay, I'm going to use the Rider-Waite. I wasn't anticipating, thank God my cards on the shuffle. I wasn't anticipating it doing it like this, but since we are, we'll play the game. Okay, so Northern Hemisphere, really amazing things coming in for you. For those of you that are looking for love, definitely. But I do feel that if you use this opportunity to actually really dig deep, do the work, take the time to recalibrate, on the other side of it, there is so much amazing stuff waiting for you. I mean, the Lovers, the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. I mean, for God's sake, that's like emotional jackpot. You couldn't get it better than that. Okay. All right, so what does the Southern Hemisphere need to focus on and be aware of? What do the people that are now facing spring need to please be aware of, Kelso? What do they need to be aware of, please? You want that one? Oh, okay. Sorry, I was told that I was supposed to take that one. Didn't really fly though, I caught it. Oh dear Lord. Okay. Is that it? Okay. Okay. So funny. The two cards that come out. Okay. Right. So we've got the 10 of Wands here. All right. So this is about really coming now. As we come into this new energy, it's about letting stuff down. It's about really and truly now putting all of our burdens down, walking away from what no longer serves us. This is very much an energy of release. Okay, so we've done the work. Kelso's saying you guys have done the work. You've gone through the cycles. You've let go of what you need to do. So this is just confirmation that it is at the end. It's the 10. It's the putting down of. All right. Now we got two cards in the reverse, which is very unusual because none of my cards normally sit in the reverse. But Kelso's told me to read them in the reverse. We're coming out of this. It's confirmation, Spirit's confirmation that we're coming out of this hibernation phase. As you can see, okay, so what you can't see, if the card was upright, you'd see he's standing on some rocks here. He actually is on top of a mountain. He has got a torch, okay, talking about enlightenment. He's done the work. He's self-aware, he's self-conscious, he knows what's going on. All right. So this is confirmation that it's now time. All right. This is the Three of Wands can sometimes mean about waiting for our ships to come in. And Kelso saying no more waiting. Right. Take your first step. You're coming out of hibernation. All right. You are letting all of this go. And now it's time to actually step into action and start doing what you need to do. Sorry, I'm bouncing the cards. I talk with my hands, guys. Sorry about that. So I'm imagining all of you with your heads bobbing like one of those little dogs in the back of a car. Okay, so really is time for action. Kels was saying we need to get going. All right, this time has come and gone. We've done the work. We're ready to move forward. No more waiting for ships to come in. There is no perfect timing. Now is the perfect timing. Okay. Interestingly enough, okay, we have got the Knight of Wands. Okay, the Knights are movement forward, movement with passion, creativity. Really very much about going for what you want. Okay, that's the best way to explain it. It really is about, for me, the wands are always, when it comes to the court cards, it's always about taking what you want, going for it, going after it. There's so much passion in the fire signs. They just do it. They just get stuff done all the time. So this is very much, I feel, about that. It's very, very much about taking the bull by the horns and going with it. And then we have a gift coming in from the universe, okay? Now we've got 2 gifts coming in from the universe, just so that you understand. This can be a gift from somebody that you know, the 6 of cards. It is about nostalgia and reunions and things like that. I'm hearing for some of you, you may have someone pop up from your past. And please, before everyone has a heart attack and go, Jesus, I don't want to meet my ex again, or I don't want to see my ex again. I'm sorry, I'm throwing them in your face again. It may not be a past life. I actually feel more like it's somebody who's going to assist you in your endeavors. So it's somebody who's going to come in and assist you in whatever you're working towards. So whether it's your business, whether it's your home life, for some of you, it may be an ex. But I feel like they're coming in with a strong offer, okay, a really strong offer. Again, something unexpected, a gift from the universe. Okay, guys, we've done the work. We've put in the hours, okay? The time is now. So when you've done the work, the universe goes, okay, well, we'll throw a little bit of a surprise here, there, and everywhere, okay? And with that, we take that up, we do what we need to do, we take action, and we end up with the 10 of Pentacles, okay? Complete and utter stability, all right? So this is very much stability in the physical realm. It's so funny how the northern hemisphere has been like kind of the emotional stuff, and the southern hemisphere is very much about the grounding and the physical element of it. But I do feel that, you know, with things having been so trying over the last couple of, I'm going to say years, because the last, well, for me personally, the last 5.5 have been fun, but the last 2 years have been particularly tricky. I feel like a lot of people are in that space of uncertainty about moving forward, maybe with businesses or with their lives, because we're stuck. We don't know which way things are going to go. We're not sure what's happening. You know, we're sitting waiting for the right moment to come in, the perfect moment, but it doesn't really ever. So Kelsey's saying to me very clearly here, make sure that you are moving forward, all right, in ways that are going to feed your soul, all right? That's really important, because he's saying to me, like the Knight of Wands, if you follow your passion, stability and money will follow suit, okay? Okay, thank you, Kelsey. Okay, I'm just gonna put these down for a second. He wants me to talk quickly about the Hermit. He's saying, when we've been in this time of introspection and all of that, we've discovered a lot about ourselves. We've released a lot, okay? We have released a lot. We've gone through it. What he's saying is the next step now for those of us who are in certain different points in our thing, if we're at the point now where we are uncertain and we're a little bit unsure of making the move, he's saying check out your why. What is your why? What is your reasoning for wanting to make the move? Okay. He's saying the why is very, very important at this point. Because then you can go flying ahead, following your passion, doing what you need to do, okay? And then everything will start falling into place for you. Okay. He's also saying to me with this card here, there's an innocence about the Six of Cups. Okay. So when it talks about love, it's like a puppy love kind of vibe and all of that. He's using this for a different reason. He's saying, in a way, he's saying have an innocence about what you are starting. He's saying like clean slate energy. What's happened in the past has been let down. So if you are worried about things recurring from the past, he's saying that's not what it's about. This card is actually to reassure you that the only stuff that's coming up from the past is going to be good stuff, helpful stuff, useful stuff, whether it be people, whether it be job opportunities, maybe you've missed something and it's coming around again, anything like that. It's only going to be useful. It's not going to be some, you know, dodgy ass ex that you really would rather not be engaging with. All right, is what Kelso is very clearly saying to me. So this card is Spirit's card of going, when you've like decided to go forward and you've moved forward and you're going for what you want and you're passionate about, I'm loath to say the past will help you because we shouldn't live in the past, but whatever element is revisiting you from the past will be something that benefits you. Okay, so I really hope that kind of helps. Sorry, just give me a second. What card do you want, Kelsey? He wants an outcome card. Okay, he's asked me to take an outcome card, and he wants me to use this deck. This is the deck of the Sacred Forest Oracle. It's like my favorite deck of all time. Okay, just Sorry, this reading really did not go according to how I planned it at all. Like, at all. Okay, Kelso, what is the outcome then? What is the general outcome for the collective for this? What is the general outcome? The general outcome for the collective, please. Oh God, and again, there's like a million. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So my cards are not in reverse. He's asked me to please read this card in reverse. Okay. So take it like that. The card is uncertainty. All right. There isn't a card in this pack that I don't think says clarity. So he's saying to me that the first thing that you're going to gain as an outcome is clarity. Okay, absolute clarity about whatever it is. So clarity in moving forward with heeding the call, clarity on taking action and not hesitating anymore. Clarity will be the first thing that comes up if you're following through on these steps. Okay, then the next one out is activation. Okay, so this is going to activate your soul calling, your passion. All right, it's going to bring to you, whichever side of the hemispheres you're on, it's going to bring to you what you need to be doing. It's going to activate you into what he's giving me the word motion. It's going to activate you into motion in the direction you're meant to be going. Okay, it's going to bring to you freedom. Okay, whether this for you is freedom in love, freedom in financial freedom, like, so you know, if you're going to be following your heart and doing what you want and you find love, if you're following your heart doing what you love and you know, you get more stability financially, if that's what you're looking for, freedom will be yours. Also understanding that when we let go of the past, freedom becomes a natural consequence of that. Okay, just so that we're all clear. Then we have magic. Okay, this is such a beautiful card. It's one of my favorites. Okay, the Moonlight Enchantment, magic. He's saying that your life will feel magical. It will literally be in a space of, I can't believe that this actually just happened. It's that kind of energy that he's giving me. All right. And then your final outcome is the hummingbird, and that is joy. Okay, and let's be honest, guys. If we're very, very honest, you end off either side of it with the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, so if you're taking the cards as they resonate, in the sense that maybe you feel like, and everybody's on different paths, so maybe some of you feel like you're halfway between the autumn cycle and halfway between the spring, and you're not really fully going with the cycles, you know, you just feel like everything's a little bit messed up, and you're going with what you can do, then you end up either way with really positive outcomes. So guys, please just make the most of these beautiful equinox energies. Not always easy, I know. Huge apologies that this was a little bit like, this really caught me off guard. I didn't expect Kelso to be playing like this today, but anyway, we go with what he wants. But I am sending you all so much love, so many blessings for both Mabon and Esther, hoping that this equinox brings you so much comfort and love and joy and brings to you what you need for this period in time. I really look forward to catching up with you soon. If all goes according to plan, the monthlies will start going out from tomorrow, starting with Aries. I'm sending you so much love. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you on the flip side. Biggest of loves. Mwah.